It's a Friday night, okay? I'm laughing because I've just made a real mess of the intro. About 30 seconds beforehand. Got some beer mail from Brewboy Callaby, Matt Callaby, my friend Matthew Callaby. He's back making videos again. I'll leave a link down in the description. Please go and subscribe to him if you haven't already. But he basically sent me a beer, and he sent me this letter. It's an entire letter to go with it. So this is apparently some kind of challenge. So I'm going to read that. I'm going to pour beer number 1 though first. So, not sure why he's decided to do this. But yeah, there's like 4 people on the list, of which I'm one. Thank you very much, Matt, for me being one. Maybe it's because you know that I'll make a video of it. That's probably why. Okay, so coming up the glass. So this is a Dortmunder export, I know that. It's not the first time I've read the letter, come on. I think it's off the keg, so I think we're pretty safe, although Wade will just stop it there. Oh, that's looking pretty good already. So, this is called the BBC Challenge 22. I already have BBB, Big Banana Brewing, so he's been left with BBC. Okay, never mind all that shit. Okay, you are hereby invited to take part in the 2022 Brewboy Callaby Challenge, BBC obviously. The challenge, should you wish to accept it, is to drink 3 beers in one night, record the evening and post on the video onto YouTube. I mean, easy, right? Easy. No problem. I could probably do all 4 tonight. Let's get a taste of this first. It's got that kind of spicy kind of herbalicious smell. Which reminds me, I've got my Cooper's lager kit to taste. Beside the point, there's plenty of time later on to be rambling about that. But yeah, it smells good. Let's give it a taste. It's got kind of a medium mouthfeel. Medium. It's not a full mouthfeel, but it's kind of, it takes it in, it feels lighter, and then you get it down and it's kind of, the body comes up almost after it's gone down. It's weird. I don't know what I'm saying there. Very nice. I do like that. It tastes like a lager. It kind of tastes, it has that taste in your mouth. That it's that kind of, I don't know what hops are in it. I don't think it, well, there is a recipe, but because he's given me the kind of the barcodes, so I can scan them in and see what it's like. But let's read this first, okay? Because I've already wasted like 3 minutes of your time. Inside the box there are beers number 1, 2, 3. This is beer number 1. Number 3. There's actually 2 number 2s, okay? So this is where that's where the game is. And the game is afoot. Number 1 is a Dortmunder export, which is this one. 5.2% German lager, yes. Number 3 is a hoppy hazy 6% New England IPA. And beer number 2, this is the twist. 2 beers with number 2. One of them is a porter at 5.8%. And the other is an oaked coffee Tonka bourbon imperial stout at only 13%. So yeah, it just depends what one you pick. I haven't really looked at them too hard, but the idea then I think is to get the porter. Not that I don't mind drinking an imperial stout. That's the kind of thing you drink at the end of the night rather than in the middle of the night. Or the start of the night, as this is. The porter is the more natural beer to drink in that order, so the challenge is to avoid the stout. Okay, the stout is lovely though, what he says. So yeah, there you are. Okay, so that is basically it. So it's a novel way of saying a beer mill, let's be honest. So we start with this one. This one does taste like a Northern European lager. does have that big body on it. Yes, very nice. So that is the plan. Okay, I'm not gonna like leave the camera and just drink them all one after another. I'm gonna go into the house. Cause kids are in the house by themselves, and the wife's away for dinner somewhere. So I am the adult in charge here. So I'll be popping in and out all night when I do these. So at the minute it's 8 o'clock. In fact, it's 2 minutes past 8 p.m. in the p.m. So I'm gonna knock this. This is going down way too quickly. It's going down way too quickly. Okay, I could probably knock this now, right? And then we'll go inside with the dark beer. You know, this is a bit early for me to be drinking. When I drink, I don't really ever day drink unless I'm like out somewhere. And in the evening times, and I don't know why this is. It's not because I'm not. I'm kind of. Basically, I don't drink until after the kids go to bed. And I don't think it's because it's about anything about setting the bad example, you know, alcohol and all that stuff. It's just kind of the way that it happens. I tend not to drink until they go to bed. Maybe it's just because I need to do stuff and do bedtime and whatnot. But yeah, it's curious that. So that's obviously going to change tonight. And the only time I do drink is when my wife's away. So I don't know what that tells you. They're not tortures really. Only in my head they're tortures, they're really not. Though having said that, the last time that she went out for dinner with her friends, we were in there watching Transformers. We were watching the first Transformers movie, which was the whole other story about how embarrassing that was. Because there was talk about masturbation and stuff. Like my oldest is 9 and the youngest is 6, and then they're all kind of on the movies talking about masturbation and all this jokey kind of conversation they're having. And I was sitting there going, oh my god, what is going on here? This is just ridiculous. I was expecting a question at some point over the next, few weeks after watching that, of something about masturbation, but nothing came up, fortunately. But you know what kids are like? They remember everything, okay, except where they put their bloody socks that you put on them 2 minutes ago. So anyway, so yeah, the last time that she went out for dinner, I had like a full pint of Rust Bucket. Okay, my favourite beer is Rust Bucket, okay. And I had like poured a pint, and then I had to go to the toilet, so we paused the movie, and I came back into the room, the room we were watching the TV on, and the girl, the 9-year-old, the sensible one, we have this big medicine ball. Not a medicine ball, sorry, an exercise ball. You know, one of them big giant inflatable balls, and you do like sit-ups and stuff on. You're supposed to do. She had it in her hand and she just launched it at him, and he didn't even see. He was looking the other way. Hit him in the back of the head. Of course, it bounced down, bounced on top of the pint glass, the full pint glass, and the whole pint glass just went over onto the sofa. We have 2 sofas in our house. One is my wife's sofa, and the other one is basically my sofa. Went all over her sofa, over the corner, the cushion, and oh Jesus, it's just. And then of course they sat in the, as I bloody tried to dry the thing out, got the hairdryer and all out, Febreze, everything. I got not hairspray, like air freshener, and that stuff. The end, and sprayed it all. Hit it with the hairdryer. Oh, it was just shocking. Oh my god, I'm rambling already here, aren't I? This is like a live video. I probably should have done a live video, you know. So I don't have to edit any of this. Okay, Matt, that first beer is very nice indeed. I shall be looking at the recipe. Let's just have a quick look at it now before I drink the rest of it. Dortmunder exports that one there. Okay, let's click on the link. Open. Please open. Yep. So it's into Brewfather then. I need to start doing that on my bottles. So, Tettnang, Mittelfrau, Saz, and Mittelfrau again. The hops in it, and obviously Pilsner malt. A little bit of Munich in there as well. I tend not to use too much Munich these days. Really, I'm just obsessed with Vienna. I think that's what it is. I always have these big ideas that 1 year I'm going to do this for the whole year, and then I'm going to figure out if I like it or not and what to do with it. And I did that for Munich for a full year, and it was okay. But then I did it for Vienna the next year, and just adored Vienna ever since. Not really doing anything this year other than with the yeast. I'm using dry yeast only this year. I'm not using any kind of liquid yeast or any kind of, not reusing yeast. It's fresh, dry yeast all the time. That's going well. So yes, the other thing is that Bohemian Lager 2124. I'm not sure what that is. Is that the Czech Bohemian Lager? I don't really know. But okay. So that's the first one out of the way inside 12 minutes. And I'm already rambling. So, which one are we going to do? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's do this one. 2E, this is, for anyone keeping score at home. Matt, this is 2E. This is going to be the Imperial. I think you should know pretty much as soon as you open the bottle if it's the Imperial or not. It will stink. I think I've had this beer before. I was around at Matt's house a couple of years ago when I was on holiday in close to where he lives. And I popped right one night and he gave me a bottle of this. It was superb. Really superb. I don't know if it was the exact same recipe as this, but it was definitely the Tonka Bean Imperial Stout. I don't know if this is even the Imperial Stout. It could be that one. It's the fucking MP. It's the MP, definitely. Here we, oh, look at that. You can see it just by the pour. Oh my god. Thank god them kids don't wear nappies anymore. That'll be tricky. Oh, look how thick that is. Look how thick that is. Oh my. Oh, I say. It's a pint. It's a pint of 13% beer. Okay, so this one is not going to go, definitely not going to go down as quickly as that other one. Because that's just absurd. It's a full bloody pint of wine, almost. Wine strength beer. Okay, well we're not going to be sitting up late tonight. 10 past 8 as well too. What was the time check? 2 minutes past 8 the last time. Christ almighty. Going to be paralytic. By the time we get that third one on us. By the time we get the fourth one on us, they'll be ready for a kebab. Just eat. Right. Let's check out the recipe. It absolutely reeks of something. Oaked Coffee Tonka Bourbon Imperial Stout is what that says. Let me just. Okay, so it's very oaky. We'll say that for a start. You get a little bit of the bourbon as well. It is very oaky. The oak and the bourbon really combine. I have like a vanilla and bourbon one there. And it's like with the oak and the bourbon, you get this mad kind of. I always get this mad vanilla kind of flavour to it. With that one there, it's actually it's obviously something similar because there's vanilla in it, But I'm thinking I probably should have like added a little bit of oak into it as well too. I got a bag of like 100 grams of heavy oak chips, French oak, not the American stuff. And it took me ages to use. It took me like 4 years to use them. But by the end of the bag, I was so in love with the flavour that you got from the oak and the aroma that I immediately bought another bag, which I've not used, and it's probably going to sit there for 4 years before I get around to using it. But by the end of the bag, I was using like, at the start I was like using 10 grams and stuff at the time. At the end of the bag, I was just like throwing in bloody 50 grams stuff, leaving it on, you know, with the bourbon for weeks on end. Okay, I'm going in. That smells amazing. That smells absolutely amazing. It smells really it smells really strong, you know. You smell an imperial stout and there's something about it. It's like it's a thick kind of aroma. It's not like steam. Steam's really light and it just goes straight up your nose. You know, that type of thing, if you held your nose over the kettle as it's boiling. But with that, it's like this kind of, it's like tar bubbling. You stick your head over it and it's just like, it's all over the inside of your nose and all that, I think, isn't it? What is going on? How strong was that first one? 5.2, are you sure? Are you sure? Did neck it in about 5 minutes. Okay, cheers Matt. Thank you very much again. Would have been nice to have this on Christmas, but you know, it's near enough. It's the summertime, so it's nearly the Australian Christmas. Australians have their Christmas in summer, and not the way it works. Same with the Kiwis. Cheers. Ooh, that is thick. Man, that is thick. Okay, you get, I don't know how old this is. I don't think it says on the recipe exactly when it was brewed or anything like that. All it says is that the chips were left suspended in the keg for 3 months, so I don't know. So it's, there's no kind of alcohol burn on it, okay? But it's really intense. The flavour is really kind of intense. At the start, initially when you take it in, it's like, it's this mad kind of oaky, bourbony kind of taste. And then it turns into this, you get this real coffee, almost licorice type of taste. You know, licorice is like really, really intense coffee. It goes like that, but the body on it as well too is like really, really thick. Ooh. And then it subsides and you get this kind of, it's like a chocolatey type of taste. It's like a chocolate, this is going to sound weird, it's like a chocolate and red wine type of taste. I know that sounds weird, but it's maybe because it's that big, it's full bodied, you know what I mean? So maybe that's in my head then, that there's some kind of red wine element to it. Whoa. Okay, there's a moment there when you take it in and it just goes, you take it in and you're getting the nice little stouty kind of coffee, not coffee, but the stout on the oak chips, that type of flavour, and then suddenly it just bloody explodes in your mouth, and then you get this kind of, something comes up. But yeah, wow, that is that's pretty good. That's pretty. I can already feel it going to my head if it hadn't already. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go inside because I'm aware that I've been waffling away here for 20 minutes, and I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna finish the rest of this. Okay, somehow we're gonna come out and we're gonna do number 3, which is the New England IPA. And then if I'm not sick, we might go with number 4, but I'm not making any promises at the minute, okay? We're gonna drink this and then we're gonna see what happens. The time is 20:18, okay? So 18 minutes past 8. So I need to remember to tell you that the next time. Remind me to do it. Okay, I'm back for round 3. This is also the 3rd take, so that might show you I'm slightly over the limit. So round 3, it's 21:44 now. So that's a good hour and 20 minutes at least since I went inside with that 13% Imperial Stout. It is definitely 13% Imperial Stout, that's for sure. I've kind of got, see what beers like that. I mentioned red wine during the review that wasn't really a review. The Ramble, I mentioned something about red wine, and there's one thing about, I used to drink red wine all the time. This is the New England IPA, by the way. And this is before I started making beer. I started being exclusively giving myself to the to beer. Was that when I drank red wine, I always got this mad kind of alcohol rush, let's say. So I was getting drunk, but it always hit me really kind of hard. And it's like for an hour, I was like, maybe in my head I was like the most interesting person in the room, you know. In reality, I was like just pissed and just fucking blabbing like that. And then eventually the alcohol would always catch up with me. And then within 2 hours after that, I would just be like, just dying on my arse. So that's something to look forward to. So I kind of felt like that when I was inside. So I was watching Obi-Wan with my eldest. They say that series on Disney, first episode. And she basically talked all the way through it, as usual. About, I knew that was going to be Obi-Wan, I knew this, and I knew that, and all this. And it's like, you know nothing. But to be fair, she is obsessed with Star Wars, it seems. Not necessarily through me, although it was through me that she started watching it though. She caught me watching the 7th movie, so the first of the 3 new movies. Say caught, as if it's like she's caught me with pornography or something like that, but you know, it's Star Wars, alright. I mean, I'm 46, to be fair, and I'm watching Star Wars, but, you know, I like it. So, yeah, ever since then, I think it's kind of, because she's a girl, it's kind of the main character is female, Rey, and I think she really kind of latched onto that, and then she just watches everything. We got Disney, and she's watched everything, all the crap of the day, and I think it's named Star Wars. She's watched it, apart from Obi-Wan, obviously, because when we started watching it, she had to wait on me, because I'm not going to watch it every week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I've got 6 or 7 episodes, and then try and watch them all at the same time, or all very close together. But what will actually happen is we'll only watch 1 a week from now for the next 13 weeks, whatever it is. Of course. Anyway, that's 3 minutes of just absolute nonsense. I have no idea what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. It's that kind of red wine thing. You just blab, 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 blab. I am definitely the most interesting person in this room, because I am the only one on it. Okay, let's try and be professional about this. That's what it looks like. It looks dark. It actually looks dark here. Now I've seen John's video of it, and it looked a lot lighter. Now to be fair, he was in kind of sunlight, whereas I have no windows and just this light here and the light up there. But yeah, it's hazy as. There is absolutely no. There's nothing gonna penetrate that. No joke intended. The smell of it is insane. It's fruity. It's fruity. What kind of fruit? I don't know. There's a little bit of citrus. Whatever that citrus is, I'm not entirely sure, because I'm half cut. But you know, let's go on for a taste. We do have the recipe there. I know I meant to read out the recipe for the last one and then I completely forgot. But there was a lot of stuff in it. It's very nice. It was very nice. And I went down really easy in there. Dangerously easy. Oh yes. That is a nice little antidote to that big, stupid Imperial Stout. How does it get to 13%, Matt? How on earth do you get it to 13%? How much bourbon did you put in it? Is my question to you. Because I've done Imperial Stouts in the past, and I know now your system's not the same as mine. But it's difficult to get really big beers from, you know, homebrewing. It's very difficult to get that. And the only way I've got, the biggest I've done was like 10.5%. And the only way I got that was putting a shitload of spirits in. And a load of sugar as well too, to bump it up. And dry malt extract and liquid malt extract probably as well. That's really nice. I have no idea what's in it. It does taste, it does have this kind of low carbonation thing to it, which makes it kind of go down like juice, and has this real fruity taste. So it does kind of remind you of juice. What those flavours are, I have absolutely no idea, because I'm pretty drunk. Shall we have a look? No, we won't have a look because I left my phone in the house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back before I finish this, and we will see what's in the recipe maybe, if I remember, and we'll get cracked into that fourth one, I think. So I'm going to go in now. The kids are in bed, I hope, because I put them in bed and they're probably having a party in there. I would never know, because they know I'm probably not in the house. I heard the door closing and then immediately it's like up the stairs. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch any more Obi-Wan because I need to watch it with her. So I don't know. Flea was in the first episode of Obi-Wan as well too, which I was very pleased about. And I was like, oh my god, look, it's Flea! It's Flea! I was saying that this is 9 years old, she has no idea who that is. Like, that's Flea! Flea! Red Hot Chili Peppers! Flea! It's like, no idea. No idea. So, yeah, probably Breaking Bad. I think I finally started watching it after, I mean, it'd been on Netflix for like 4 years, I think now, something like that. One of the first things I did was put on my list Breaking Bad, because I always wanted to watch it, and never got around to it until last weekend. It's brilliant. It's bloody brilliant. Love it. So I'm kind of 3/4 of the way through series 2. And yeah, so we're going to watch that. In fact, the last episode I watched was Better Call Saul, it was called. It was the one where Solomon, can't remember his name, Saul Goodman. It was like the episode introducing him. So that was the last episode, and that was just brilliant. I was like, so now I'm going to watch Better Call Saul after this. So, what are you talking about? What on earth is he talking about? I have no idea. I hope I'm this chatty whenever I finish this. Chances are, at some point in the next 2 hours, I'm just going to be crashing. Hopefully you don't get to see that. Hopefully I'm not going to be singing into a microphone over here somewhere. But, you know, let's hope. Let's hope. Okay, so time check is 21. It's not 19. 21:53 in the year of our Lord 2022, 17th of June. 19.7 degrees in here, and it's week 24. I'm back again, slightly more dishevelled than I was the last time, slightly more red on the face as well, and shiny, got a big shiny forehead there. Whew, that's the alcohol, that's pure alcohol coming out of that. You get drunk on that. Oh. Okay, so we've just finished the New England IPA. That is a really good pint. Okay, time check, 22:22 and 22 seconds. Literally 22 seconds up there. Wow, that was... Okay, someone's drunk. Someone's pretty drunk. This is beer number 4. Okay, we're going for beer number 4 because, you know, why not? It's a Friday night. My wife still isn't home as well too. The kids are not making a sound, so they're either dead or they're asleep, I think. So let's hope they're asleep, is what I'm saying. So this is the porter then. Oh, we still got a little bit of this left. Alright, so I got the recipe up for the New England IPA. That was a really good beer. That was a really, really good beer. Very nice, very easy to drink. A bit too easy maybe. So the hops in it, so I couldn't really pick anything out because 1, I was drunk, and 2, because what's in it is actually Strata, Idaho 7, Citra, Euconaut, Sabro, Citra again, and Amarillo. So, you know, it's literally, it's a fucking, everything's in it. So it's probably used up beer, I think. In fact, I'm pretty sure I seen the brew video last week, was it, or the week? I don't know. Who knows with my memory? I barely remember anything from like less than an hour ago. What was the first beer I had? Don't even know. This is the porter. So it didn't actually didn't get round to watching Breaking Bad. Someone sent me a message on YouTube, and of course as soon as you go onto YouTube, the algorithm gets you, doesn't it? So I've ended up watching a live, Ghost live. So the band Ghost, there's like, Ghost is, what is Ghost? Ghost is a rock band, right? Swedish rock band, but they're mental. It's like, how could you even describe what that is? But yeah, it's basically a live video of them from, I don't know, a few weeks ago. And on YouTube now, if you notice on YouTube, for the last year or two, because phones have got so good that you take like a live video on your phone and it's like fucking amazing quality. And even though you know it's not like a steady cam, the cameras are all over the place, but the quality is so good that it's just like, oh my god, it's like being there almost, not quite like, but yeah, I've been kind of watching that. I don't know how or why, it just kind of, as the algorithm gets you, just like watching a lot of ghost stuff, and then as soon as you watch 1 or 2 videos, just like it gets you more and more and more. This is a beer review, by the way. Is it a beer review? I don't even know. I am pretty drunk, let's be honest. It's 10:30, 25 past 10 anyway. Can you even hear me? I'm just 25 past 10, yeah. Okay, I'm going in. Can edit all this out. All the bits where I seem drunk, because I don't normally review beers when I've been drinking. There is a reason why, and this is why. this entire video was not about, it's not even about homebrew, it's not about even a beer review, it's just, I've accepted the challenge, and now this is what happens when you accept people's challenges. This is what happens. Oh, I have no idea what's going on. No idea. Right. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. Let's be professional. So we're going to cut all this out. Here we go, number 4. Okay, that is definitely not, that is like the opposite of the Imperial Stout. You know what, that first thing that reminds me of is the bottles of Guinness you get. That is the kind of original recipe. The fizzy Guinness basically is what that kind of reminds me of, which is not a bad thing whatsoever, because that was really nice. It's light, it's easy to drink. It's like, what is it, 5% or something like that? Or 5.8? 5.8, Matt? Are you serious? Are you serious? This is 5.8%. My God, what is wrong with you? That sounds bad when I say it like that, but I mean, come on, what? It tastes like 4.5%. Maybe it's just because all these beers are insane. So the first one was the Dortmunder Export, 5.2%. Second one was the 13% Imperial Stout, 6% New England IPA, and now this one, the 5.8%, that says 5.8% Porter. Now, I would say that is a session stout, but maybe it's just, it's the mouthfeel on it is quite light, and that is why it seems like it's really neckable. But yeah, that is kind of dangerous. Let's see what's in it. Okay, I've got my phone. Remember, that's how drunk I am. Everything's all over the place. Are you happy? Are you happy now, Matt? Okay, Porter. Let's see if I can do this. Come on. Problem with phones nowadays is that because I'm holding it down here, but yet I've got to reach all the way up there. You need to be a fucking gorilla, you know. So it's like humans have evolved from like monkeys and gorillas, but yeah, you need to de-evolve in order to use the technology that we have evolved in order, you know, we have created because we're evolved. Fucking, it's like, it's ridiculous. It's not right. It's not right. We've gone too far. Midnight Porter, this is called. Okay. It's because it's got midnight wheat malt in it. There it is. I have used that once. Thought it was quite good. Never seen it again for sale. It's probably a malt miller thing, to be fair. I only tend to buy from the kind of Irish based maltsters or the kind of homebrew shops, because the kind of delivery charges are obscene from, you know, the UK. So we got Maris Otter, Carapils, Dark Crystal, Wheat, Chocolate Malt, and Midnight Wheat, Rice Hulls, Warrior, Cascade and Tatnang, and USO 5. So, I mean, for me, if you're going to do a porter or a stout, I think I'm really a firm believer in doing it with really the queen yeast, the clean yeast. The clean yeast. I'm a big fan of that. So yeah, I'm going to go back inside. I'm going to come back out for one more video, I think, and show you how drunk I'm not. I'm going to pretend to be really sober, and I'm going to come out and we'll do another little video just to wrap up the kind of Friday night shenanigans we have had. I'm going to go back in and watch a little bit more Ghost, because that's what we do. So 23:03 it is, 3 minutes past 11 at night. So what's that, 3 hours we've been at this. This is what's left of the porter. I'm gonna knock this now. I'm gonna wrap this video up because, you know, you might not have noticed. To be fair, I am hiding it well. Quite drunk. I'm quite drunk. So I'm in there watching the rest of the Ghost concert. Admiring the camera work from someone who's using a phone held way up there. Amazing, amazing. How do they do that? I mean, I've seen some of them concert videos, and it's like they've obviously got different people in the crowd, and one's from this angle over here, and one's from that angle over here, and one's from the front, and one's from way back in the centre, and they've cut it all together into like a proper like concert video. Amazing. So yeah, that's what I'm watching. Basically the end of that. So yeah, I mean, I'm not, as I said before, I do like Ghost. I actually bought their album. I really enjoy the latest album they've done. So the one out this year, Imperium, something like that. But yeah, I don't often buy albums. I actually bought it on CD. I don't even have a CD player. This is the funny thing. A proper CD player. I've got like one in the car which I never use, because they always rip it to MP3. I've got one in my laptop. But yeah, I don't actually have a CD player, but I buy CDs still. Yeah, I'm that guy. I know, insane. But yeah, I like to have things on physical kind of compact disc. I used to have, the reason for that is because I used to have an old computer and it died, and basically all my music from like, it was the days of Napster, okay, which was like, do you remember them days? Oh man, if you're too young to remember them days, you have no idea what that was like, but yeah, it was amazing. It was like the Wild West. You could just get whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted. It was amazing. So I had like gigabytes, 40, 50, 60 gigabytes worth of music, and I basically lost everything when my hard drive failed, or most of it when my hard drive failed. So yeah, I've always been a bit skeptical, so I always kind of buy physical copies. I know that has just kicked in right now, it's a bit annoying. I always buy like physical copies and CDs, even though I don't have a CD player, because I'm an old boomer, basically. So yeah, I bought the Ghost album. Well, I actually bought the last 3 Ghost albums, because I always kind of streamed them before, and I really like the new album, so you know, I got a good deal on all 3 albums, all 3 CDs, which you can't play anywhere. So that was a good deal. But the newest album has like it's an inlay card. It's like 20 pages. Not even looked at it yet, and that's like weeks or months, I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, that's what we're talking about now. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm so fucking drunk. Matt Callaby, how do you survive drinking this stuff? So let's recap, shall we? Stop talking about Ghost. I do love Ghost though, that new album. It's kind of, they've ditched kind of a lot of the kind of old school kind of Hail Satan kind of church organ stuff, and they're going straight to classic rock. There's loads of kind of Metallica, Rush, AC/DC, bloody Van Halen, everything in that new album. It's just brilliant. Love it. It's all the kind of stuff I like. Okay, so let's recap. Number 1, can anyone remember what that was? It's Dortmunder Export. Very nice indeed. That was actually the weakest beer of the night, 5.2 I think it was. Okay, we had a bit of an accident, and then we picked the Imperial Stout 13% for beer number 2. And then we went straight to beer number 3, which is 6% New England IPA. All these beers have been absolutely superb. And then of course, because the night was young, it's like beer number 2.5, which is the porter. So that's all for 4 beers in one night in 3 hours. So I mean, I don't know whether to congratulate or commiserate with myself. But that is 23:08. I keep looking up there. I'm aware of that. It's 23:08. I just want to do a time check because, you know, shit and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go because I think I'm gonna go and make myself something to eat, and then I'm gonna try and go to bed. Probably I won't have a choice in going to bed. I'm just gonna probably eat something and fall asleep immediately. And we shall just say thank you very much, Matt Callaby. Matt Callaby. Thank you very much, Matt Callaby. I owe you a beer mill, obviously, or 2. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope this was everything you hoped for. This was everything that I didn't want, and that I'd be drunk, talking shit at 11 o'clock at night, and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, thank you very much. Goodbye. No, I'm actually going. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed.